Hi everybody, how about getting ready with me this morning? I've got about 5 minutes before my son comes yelling for me, so let's make it quick. I'm going to start with a Tatcha primer, but if you don't have that on hand, there's lots of good primers. It's more to me about whatever you're putting on your skin not causing any breakouts. So I've also, like in my Ipsy boxes, gotten other primers that I really like, and that way I can have some makeup in the car and some at home. So I don't use a lot of the silk canvas. A little goes a long way. So I just kind of get in my wrinkles, make sure I'm getting some in my cheeks, and down on my chin. I also wash my hands really well before I apply makeup. All right, I am a huge fan of IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation. It's SPF 50. I always have one in the house and one in the car. That way I'm not getting unneeded sun on my face, which is really counterproductive when you're spending a lot on creams and wrinkle, pore reducing treatments. All right. So I just kind of get in there with my hands. I like to either take my beauty blender or my foundation brush and get it a little bit wet. And then I just find that it smooths everything a lot better, going in an upward direction. All right. Get down along the chin line. Don't want to have a sad smiley face line. All right. So depending on how tan I am, right now I'm transitioning seasons from winter to spring. So I'm not that tan in the face yet. I'm pretty even, but you can see my freckles are coming out like crazy and I'm a little pale. So I have Josie Maran Argan Oil Foundation. I love this foundation, but I also have very dry skin here in El Paso. So if you're somebody who has oily skin, I do not recommend this for you. It will probably cause breakouts, but I do like to have it to blend together my two colors. All right. You never really know how good your application is until you get out in the natural light, but that's pretty good. All right, so since I'm a super sunscreen lover, I also have the Supergoop Invisible Powder SPF 45. This one I use in light. Pretty much all my makeup is light right now because I am light. And this is a really good setting powder. It's also just a little added protection. I also keep this one in the car with me because this is something that I can put on in 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours so that I can keep the sun protection up all night. All right, so I always like to go in with my primer and my bronzer next. If I need concealer, I also use the Josie Maran Concealer Vibrancy, but don't really need it right now. I've been getting enough sleep with the quarantine. No reason to get up real early in the morning. But here, we'll do a little patting. I'll make a little triangle under my eyes. Gently pat with my ring finger. All right. And then I'm gonna go in with my Becca Shimmer. Pretty sure this is Champagne Pop. I wish I was popping some champagne this morning. And I'm gonna highlight my upper cheekbone. And then down the middle, tip of my nose, down here. Sometimes I use a liquid highlighter. I have a Smashbox, but I really do prefer powder. I think you just get a heavier application. And if you're wanting to look highlighted, then you want a heavier application. All right, I do have a Hoola bronzer. It's so used you can't even see, but it is Hoola, super popular. It's just their matte bronzer, and I only get it in minis because it lasts me months. So, all right, so the first thing I like to do is hit right along that highlighter and then make my threes coming from middle of the forehead, back here, and under the jaw. I am a big fan of bronzer. Coming up here, under the jaw. Yes, Jackson, that's my son. He likes makeup too. Hi, monkey.
I spin all the way to there.
All right.
I spin all the way to there. It turns.
Great job. Hey, can you let me finish and then I will come see and play with you? All right. So while I am putting on additional makeup, I like to use some of my serums. I have a lash serum by Rapid Lash that I've been using for years. My eyelashes are blonde, so I have to wear a lot of mascara for you to see anything. All right. Despite the fact that my roots are coming in a much darker blonde, my eyelashes, my eyebrows, and my body hair have not gotten any darker as I've gotten older. All right. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put on, I really like this Thrive liquid mascara for a base. I am nuts about mascara. I wear like 3 or 4 different mascaras, usually 2 at a time, but I have a lot. If I'm like filling out a subscription and they ask me what kind of products you want, and I'm like, mascara, 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 lipstick, mascara. That's really what I have like 5 and 6 of. I've got Thrive. I have Buxom, They're Real Benefit Cosmetics. I have Urban Decay Perversion Subversion Set, a lash primer and mascara. I have Milk mascara. So what's that? Right now I have 4. Yeah. So I like my mascaras. I also like my eyebrows. So I have a couple of different brow techniques, but right now I'm really enjoying a Benefit set that I got that came with brow tones, gimme brow, a pointed pencil, an angled pencil, and a setter. And that is a really good Benefit Cosmetics set that you can get. All right. So that's just kind of my base for my brows, just so I can actually see them and you can see them. All right. Next, I'm going to go in with a little eyeshadow primer, Urban Decay, or I really like to use my Supergoop Shimmer Shade SPF 30. That works really well too.
See, I told you.
I see that, baby. All right, so let's hit... If I'm not wearing any eyeshadow, then I just do Supergoop. But if I'm still going to do eyeshadow, which I think I will today, even though I don't wear it often, then I also do my SPF 30, especially if I'm going to be outside, because, you know, I don't want to have sunscreen everywhere, put it on my chest, put it on my hands, put it on my tattoo, and then not cover my eyelids. That just wouldn't make a lot of sense. All right, so now that that's dry, again, going in with the ring finger. And this creates a really pretty shimmer base of color too, to blend in with your eyeshadows. All right, so before we do eyeshadow, we're gonna do our brows and our lip. So I like to outline here. All right, and I kind of apply by the regular rule, you know, start in the corner of your brow, go halfway between your brow, and then go from the end of your nose right there. So that's pretty much the way I do it. I make this upward motion and kind of create my thicker pocket here. I never want anything circular. I don't like when you have like tadpole eyebrows. That's just not a good thing. And I really like this thin one because it kind of mimics hair, fine hair. But it would be quite time consuming if I only used that. So then I power in. We're already at 9.5 minutes. So maybe my makeup routine's a little longer than I thought. Although I am doing more than I normally do on a daily basis. I'm going to Costco after this to get some groceries. Who knows who I might see in the quarantine line at Costco waiting to get inside. JK. Just nice to get out of the house. We've been in the house so much. All right, there's my brows. Put that back in my traveler. All right, let's get some lip on. In my purse, I keep my favorite lip liner and lipstick by Bare Minerals, but I do like to put on a moisturizing gloss before I apply lipstick, just because my lips get really dry while I sleep. This is something I also got in my Ipsy box that I really like. Super glazed in the shade Semi Charmed. Ipsy has really upped their game lately, and I am not mad at what they've been sending me. All right. I'm gonna hit a little more mascara. Bam. Bam. I feel like you can never have too many coats of mascara. You know what? I'm really not feeling eyeshadow today. I'm happy with this look. It's casual. It says I'm going to get groceries and I'm going to wear a big freaking mask while I do. All right? It was awesome having you with me. I will see you again soon. Maybe a little more glam, maybe a little everyday. Stay safe and stay home unless you have to get groceries. Bye.